the only one that didn't do his told and dress in all black because I was trying to match my book cover. See, that'd be good. It's funny, when they showed me this book cover, I absolutely hated the polka dots, but it all worked out in the end. You have to, you know, take lemons and make lemonade. I also want to tell you the real reason, the real way the Femm Fantastik tour came together. Lori only told half the story. See, we were in Atlanta at a book club conference, and what had happened was there was a mall across the street. Ooh. And it was a big mall. And if you, my last book, Marrying Up, this story is in there. And really what happened, we were shopping, and we were in Neiman Marcus, and we were walking through the shoe department, all together. And Carmen split off from us and called on a cell phone and said, look, there's a man following us. This is a true story. He's wearing a bad wig. And he was. He had on like a bad wig, a bad afro wig. And Victoria Christopher Murray was with us, and she, being a Christian fiction author, wanted to believe in the good. She said, maybe he's security. Now this man didn't look like no security. You know, I may have been born yesterday because I am the youngest of the group. They kind of hate me for that, but it's all good. I knew that he wasn't security. So we're walking around, and he was checking out our handbags, and we're tipping in our shoes. So finally, we're sort of at the top of, we purposely go through departments. He has no reason to be in Kate Spade or in lingerie. It was just not right. You know, how many men go to lingerie by themselves? Just ain't happening. So we surrounded him. Literally, we surrounded him. And one of us took off our stiletto heels. Somebody else took off their earring and pulled out the Vaseline. And you know, things started to move in slow motion. It was like the Matrix happening. And then the smallest one of us, who happens to be Lori, steps up to him and says, excuse me, is this some kind of Atlanta hospitality or what? Because we noticed that you're following us. I mean, she really jumped in the man's face. And he got scared. He looked around and realized that he had picked the wrong people to mess with, because we all looked like somebody's mama, but he was gonna get jacked. And he ran down the escalator and he went away. And that is funny because we left and we felt so good that maybe somebody was gonna get their purse snatched. We didn't know what was going on. It was probably dumb in the aftermath because he could have, you know, shot us or something. But we walked out of the bookstore, and one of the men that was at the same conference, a male author that we were at, said, well, you should have called me. I would have helped you. And then we said, well, maybe you would have walked with us because he could still be here. You know, of course he disappeared. And we realized that as women, you don't make friends that often because we're so tied up in our own thing that sometimes when you come together, it turns out better. And it's not about what the other person has that you don't have, but it's about what you can do together. And we realized that we didn't need a man. You know, then, I mean, we need men. You know, but there's some things that we can't do for each other. But you know, it all worked out, and we've been touring together since then. And it's been, they're leaving, now leaving. It's been quite very interesting. We traveled all over Texas in one little car with people with legs swelling up. You know, they pick on me because they said they never see me eat, but I do eat. I do, I promise.
She's lying.
I do eat food. I ate in the restaurant earlier today.
Thank you.
See, they don't hate the players, they hate the dirty.